everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then I am Turusha Ghimire and I make videos about life in Canada. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about expenses as an international student in Canada. So if you like my video, please press the thumbs up button and please subscribe to my channel. A lot of you watch my video, but you guys have not subscribed to my channel. So please do so because that will really motivate me to make more videos and share about my life here in Canada so it's easier for you guys. And if you have any questions, just comment down below or reach out to me on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is just in the description below. So let's start. So as an international student, you have a lot of expenses other than your tuition fee. For example, your rent, your groceries, your phone bill and other miscellaneous expenses, and I'll be covering all of them in this video. So the first and the major expense is your rent. And rent depends on the city that you're going to. For example, for this video, I'll be comparing Toronto and Windsor. So if you want a house, if you want accommodation in Toronto, for a sharing room, you would be spending anywhere around $400 to $800. And for a private room, it can be more than $1,000, depending on how close it is to downtown and it is to different colleges and universities in Toronto. But if you're looking for accommodation in Windsor, then you can find sharing room for $300 to $400, and you can find private room for $400 to $800 in Windsor, depending on again how close you are to University of Windsor or St. Clair College. And the most important factor for the rent is the location or the place that you're going to. You can see a drastic difference in rent in Toronto and rent in Windsor. So it totally depends on the city that you're going to, and this is the approximate range that I've provided. Second expense is your grocery. Now when I was not doing Tiffin and I was just doing grocery, then my grocery bill would be anywhere around $150 to $200 per month, and this does not include going out and eating. I'll cover that in later in the video. So just my core grocery would be anywhere around $150 to $200. But if you do not want to do grocery and if you want to take Tiffin services, then Tiffin services ranges from anywhere from $100 to approximately $250. And there are different combos that you can order in different Tiffin services. For example, if you want rice, if you want roti, if you want vegetables, if you want dal. So there are different combinations of food that you can order, and the prices varies, and it can be anywhere from $100 to $250. For me particularly, I try to keep anywhere around $50 to $100 for outside food, going out with friends, enjoying. So I try to keep it from $50 to $100. Sometimes it's more than $100, sometimes it's less. So it totally depends on you, how much you want to spend outside, how much you want to save your money. It depends on your priority as well. Now the third major expense is obviously the phone bill. And as an international student, I know whenever we come here in a new country, everyone has iPhone, and it's very tempting to buy a new phone, but phone bill can be a huge expense here in Canada. For example, if you just buy a plan and you do not buy your phone, then your phone plan can be anywhere around $30 to $50. But if you buy a plan with a device, then your phone bill will increase drastically to $80 to $100. So it totally depends on your priority. If buying a phone is priority for you, then you can buy a phone. Your phone bill will be a little expensive, but if your priority is to save money, then it's better to just go with the plan that's anywhere around $30 to $50. Now these were the major expenses in Canada, and it totally depends on how you can save. Like you can save going out and eating, you can save on your phone plan, you can save on your rent by staying in a shared room. These are all the major expenses. Now let's talk about other expenses here in Canada. The first other miscellaneous expense is the transit. For my university, I got transit pass from the university. It was included in my fee, so I did not have to pay extra. But if you are someone who does not have a transit pass from university and you need transit pass or pesto card, then it can be anywhere around $80 to $100 per month for transit in Canada. And if you're someone who's planning to buy a car, which I do not suggest if you're a student, then your expense will be at least $500 because you have to buy insurance and then cost of maintaining the car and cost of having petrol in the car. So your expense is going to increase drastically if you buy a car. As an international student, I do not suggest you to buy a car unless your part-time job depends on the car. You do Uber delivery or you do ride shares, or you have to go to a different location which takes a lot of time to travel, then you can buy a car, or else it's a very high extra additional cost. Apart from these, there are also different other expenses like monthly subscription. You have Netflix, you have Prime, you have Spotify, and if you're someone like me who's looking for a full-time full-time job, then you want like LinkedIn Premium. So these expenses can go anywhere around $20 to $70. Again, you can buy this with your friends, you can buy your different subscription with your friends, whichever can be shared. That ways you can save money. Apart from this, there are different courses that requires you to buy books, so that's another expense. I remember buying a book for $120, and that was so expensive. I had to buy it for my course because we had to have like multiple choice questions and assignments in that course itself, so I had to buy. So approximately your miscellaneous expense per month is $50. However, I had to spend $120 for a book. So it totally depends on the subject, totally depends on your professor. Usually professors don't ask you to buy these expensive books, but again, it totally depends on your professor. Now, it's really important to be healthy. So the other expense, and I think the last expense that comes in my mind, is gym membership or membership for different yoga programs. A lot of universities and college provide free open gym to the students. So first and foremost, go and see if your university has free gym and free health programs. If not, then your gym membership can cost anywhere around $20 to $50, again depending on different plans and different facilities that your gym provides. For me, thank God it's free, and I don't utilize the gym, but yeah, it's free for University of Windsor student, and even the transit pass is free, so we save a lot on these expenses because it is provided by our university. So when I club this all together, then your monthly expense can go as low as $800 or as high as $1,500+. It totally depends on how you save money, how you prioritize your expenses. For me, my monthly expense is around $800, but when I spend a lot going out eating with friends or when I travel, then it goes around $1,000 to $1,100. Luckily, I've never crossed $1,200, and I don't want to cross right now, at least when I'm a student. But this is all about the video, guys. If you have any other questions related to expense in Canada, you can comment down below. You can also reach out to me on my Instagram for any questions you have about college. I've got different response from people who watch my videos, so thank you so much for all the love that you've given me, and please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, ta-da!